New gestation stat controls, rollbacks and transfer issues, and Magma Raising has got a whole lot easier. You're right kids, it's Raz Clark and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So of course Lost Island is out now to all platforms, Steam, EGS, Xbox and PlayStation, and the response seems to be pretty good. A lot of you out there are really enjoying this map, seeming to be a very big return to the primitive game that you wanted, and you're all enjoying the new creatures as well, all offering a wealth of unique abilities as well as unique ways to tame. But as expected with all map launches, it wasn't without a few issues that needed to be patched and integrated a few things that are certainly worth looking at. So the big one of course that launched with the new map is a new incubator buff called Gestation Monitoring, whereby you simply activate the buff by interacting with an egg incubator, giving you an actual buff to your character, which you can then use to check the gestation stats on your creatures that can only gestate by simply interacting with that creature and selecting the necessary option, whereby it will tell you all the stats you'd expect from the eggs in the egg incubator, including of course the option to cancel the gestation if you're not happy with the stats. It's a great addition and certainly a surprising one. I don't think anyone out there expected this, but it's certainly going to be worthwhile for those long gestation raises. Following a bunch of expected mesh holes that have done the rounds on day one, these have now been patched, and a brand new thing has come to Magma Raising. If you didn't know, they need the resource ambergris to raise as a baby, and looking hours and hours and hours for this resource across the map, it was finally confirmed it doesn't exist. And quite surprising, I don't know why they didn't just have some rocks you can harvest from like Fjorda does, but they provided a new solution that is going to make Magma Raising so much easier now, and that is sulfur. That's all they need to be raised now. And you will definitely need a couple thousand when raising magmas. They seem to get through it pretty quick, but it's great to see a new resource addition to help make these volcanic spewing monsters a much easier raise. Now you might be asking, seeing Shadowmains in this video, a lot of people out there, a rumour has been going around that Shadowmains spawn on Lost Island. They don't, I don't believe they do. I have looked for a long time, and I know I did make a mistake on my spawn location guide where I did miss Megashalons and apparently Feroxes, but I've certainly not seen those just yet. But Shadowmains, a lot of people were saying Shadowmains were doing the rounds, they were spawning on the map, and it was apparently on Dododex and Wiki, but I have since checked it and it doesn't exist. It doesn't say that they are on the site, so I don't know if they've taken it down since then, perhaps following a false report, but it's not on either Dododex or the wiki page. So I think it's safe to say Shadowmains are definitely not spawning on this map. With some relief, I guess, there's so many unique creatures already spawning on this map from all of the DLCs out there. In fact, a lot of you are complaining that you wish you hadn't spent your money on that DLC because they're now here for you to get on a free map. But in my opinion, it's great to see. It certainly cements Lost Island as a great map to play on, certainly being just a bit bigger than Ragnarok, and I think going to be the new Ragnarok. What it also cements is the concerns about spawns on Fjorda when that comes out next year. I know a lot of you out there, including myself, are expecting them to take out a lot of the creatures that are already on the mod map, but that may not now be the case, seeing how many creatures we've got on this map, including our variants. There's a lot out there for you to tame. As well as fixing a few ground clutter issues, there apparently was improvements to the Dinopithecus, a melee attack for one, and now apparently has faster and sticky grenades. Although in my tests I didn't see an option for a sticky grenade, not sure if just all of the grenades are sticky now, and I need to confirm this further. If you do know, please comment below and let me know. I'm expecting it though to be a second pinwheel, and that just hasn't arrived to single player yet. Another big thing that's been patched, the levels. Apparently the levels were incredibly poor. It was like being on the island all over again, and a lot of you out there were complaining you weren't finding anything above level 5 or 10, and apparently that's now been fixed. So if you are on unofficials, you will need to do a wild wipe, and I hope you're getting better level creatures out there. Now if you are, comment below, let's hear it. So there were a few rollout and transfer issues over the last 24 hours. The big one for Xbox Small Tribes, there was an issue with one server in particular where they allowed transfers on, meaning people were allowed to take all of their items, gears, creatures onto a brand new Lost Island map. Of course, they disable the transfers, and sadly this one slipped through the gate. And as a result, the devs decided to open a new server that you would have to transfer over to that and take all your gear back off that server before it closed down, and that was wiped and you were screwed. So it didn't go down very well with a lot of the community. Look, mistakes happen, people make mistakes. It's simply a tick box. It seriously is to disable transfers. Somebody simply didn't turn that tick box off, and I'm sure they got a bit of a slap for not doing it. But somebody got probably an even bigger slap for dummies. Yes, dummies were dumb. Anything left on a loadout dummy, taxidermy or training dummy when destroyed would completely destroy all the gear that was on it. So imagine all the people out there with stuff on their loadouts, like proper serious gear, their best armor, their best weapons sitting on these loadout mannequins that when destroyed just poof into thin air, wiped, gone, no more, see you later. So there was only one solution that the devs could do, and that was, once fixed, roll back the servers. A lot of people were angry about this. I know, it sucks. But listen, it wouldn't be a map drop without something breaking, come on. And it could be worse. It could have been the base destroying snipers we had a few years ago. At the same time, and I'm actually surprised they pulled this off, Winter Wonderland, the new Winter Wonderland event, dropped to all platforms as well, so you can experience all the festivity fun that you want, getting presents from Mr. Raptor Claus himself, giving you some cheeky gifts, and does indeed spawn on every map out there. It's likely why Nitrado servers especially took a long while to roll out these new changes, including the new map and this event on day one. I'm thinking it was 2 different patches, but you've got it now. I hope you're enjoying the event. I've got a guide on this from last year, which you can use as a point of reference if you want to know about the event and how to do it. But I will be rolling one out very soon. It's happening. I'm just catching up on guides. I've got one more to do, and then I can jump on this for you, and then I can do my Let's Play. I know a lot of you out there are asking me to do a Let's Play. It's coming, I promise you. I can't tell you how much I am looking forward to playing this properly after spoiling it all for myself. But you know, guides gotta be done. You gotta have your guides, you gotta have your knowledge, know what to do in Lost Island. But I'm gonna pretend I've not done any of them. I've barely slept anyway doing all of these guides, so it's fine. It's all gone in out the window. Forgot what I was doing, so we're going to go in dry. It's going to, oh, don't say that. So we're going to go in blind enough. I can't wait. It's going to be a fun time, and I hope you tune into that episode when it drops. It's shout out time, and a big shout out to Tulu. I hope I've pronounced that right, mate. Tulu is a fantastic 3D graphic designer, creating some of the best images you will have ever seen out there for ARK. They are really well made. They are up there with Fuego. They really are, and I'm so impressed with their work. But the big reason why I'm shouting Tulu out is, of course, allowing me to use their countdown stream for my countdown on YouTube when we was obviously counting down to the map dropping, where 100,000 people tuned in. You crazy lot. That it was such an impressive stream. I'm really blown away. So many people tuned in to watch as timer. But you know, it only further cements how excited for Lost Island you all were and all are. But please do go check Tulu out. I'll leave a link to his Twitter in the description. Please just follow him. Well worth your time. He's involved with the Survival of the Fittest 3.0 stuff that, of course, we covered before in a video with Syntac and Axeman. A great mod that you definitely want to keep your radar, and I can't wait to jump back in it when I've got the free time. And there we go. That's your news for today. Are you enjoying Lost Island? Comment below. Let me know. I will see you soon with even more guides and Let's Plays. They're all coming. Can't wait for you to follow me on my little journey in Lost Island, being very lost, as you'll see what happens when you see what happens. My name's Ras Clark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace out.